Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, April 25th. Got off work, and since I had the video export overnight for the session video, this morning before leaving for work, I set more footage to import for another one, and I got home here just a little bit ago, and I set again another video's worth of footage to import. So the computer's working on that right now. Probably taking an hour or so. So I got to do some stuff other than computer. Now I could obviously have done that a different way, but I was like, I want to get it imported, and so I also want to make myself work on some other stuff around the place. For example, I got these boxes in the middle of my bedroom. I want to have less boxes in the middle of my living room. I think this one should be easy. I think this one's mostly just like shoes at this point. Like extra shoes that I don't wear very often. Basically, if I have to have grubby shoes, or if I need nice shoes or something like that. This bin is mostly stuff. A few of it are just a few extra things that I'm going to keep, but most of it's, like boxes and stuff already that go over to that. So I'm going to probably start a stack in the kitchen and try and clear out. Those two should be really easy, and then I want to clear out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 others. I want to clear out at least one more beyond those two. I'm going to start with these two and then figure out what the easiest one for me to move stuff out of is going to be. And shoes I just probably got to put up in like the closet. I got an extra shoe box I found, so there we go. 3 spare pairs of shoes out of the way. And this bin contained mostly food that, sadly, and a bit surprising to me actually, was almost all expired. Not all of this. Some of this I already had over here expired. I had a basket of chips that were expired that I've been meaning to tell Austin, or really any of my friends, but usually it's Austin that will grab expired food. Hey, if you're hungry, have this. Austin's comment is he will try it, as long as it's not bad, who cares what the date says. My brain will fight me, and if the date says it's bad, my brain will convince me that it's bad, and so it doesn't matter. But he doesn't have such hang-ups. So I'm like, so I don't just throw it out. I'm like, hey, you want any of that? Got chips and snacks and all sorts of stuff. Some things, that Gatorade, is technically a couple months expired, but I'm like, that I'm gonna be willing to try. Because that made me sad to see that it's expired, and I'm like, I was like, I think I've had one of these since then. I think it was fine. But yeah, so I got a big thing of food for Austin to have to snack on when he's here, or any of my friends are welcome to, if they want. He's just the one that I know generally does so. But yeah, that's pretty much emptied out that bin. I already emptied out those, so that is 3 bins. I'm gonna try and keep going though, see if I can empty out another. I went to my folks yesterday to get the vacuum. I was not planning on going again today, but I might, just to drop those off. And if I do, probably also to get more boxes of stuff from there, because part of the reason to do this is to be able to bring over more boxes. And I've continued my way through these bins. My goal is to have it where these 2 gray ones are the only ones left, because those 2 I think I'll keep because they match. I might keep this one here and maybe in the end keep it, because it's nice. But I'm not really sure at this point. It kind of depends on the size and space of things. But I figure the 2 gray ones, great for closet storage. I don't need a huge number, but I'd like if the ones that I end up with in the end do match, so they'll stack on top of each other nicely. And this had a bunch of clothes that were sort of the, nicer clothes needed to try on, and one was an old jacket that I think would work nicely, has my name in it from when I worked at Papa John's, also has Papa John's logo on it, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep it or not. It's a bit of a nice heavy jacket, but in general, at a much lighter weight, my leather jackets tend to work well in similar temperatures, so I just sort of stuffed it with many things down in the drawers here, because some stuff that I'm like, Because there's definitely stuff that I'm clearing out of these that I'm like, I'm not putting it somewhere where it goes. I have some stuff that's going in here, other stuff that's sort of going right in the closet off to the side. Just sort of areas where it's no longer in a bin and it's pretty much a second staging area so that I can get more boxes and stuff in here to put stuff away. For the most part, it's stuff that I'm like, some of it's I know I'm going to keep. So it's sort of like a first level sorting. Anyways, in here, in this bin, I got this old game that I need to get to the used gaming auction. I forgot last time. And then I got some just little office stuff, pencils, push pins. I got a bunch of beads. So those should go with gaming stuff, I suppose. And I got the blue bin empty. And I'm getting ready to move one of these on top of the other to push them up and basically put all the stuff on top of that. And I was originally going to put this one on top of the one that was already in the spot, but due to weight, I will be doing the other way around. And so I opened it up just to see, is there anything quick and easy I can get rid of in here? And there was. One thing I noticed, and I'm like, yeah, nothing I need to probably keep that for, is I got floppy disks. Most of which look to be either unlabeled or blank, or some of them are like an old piece of software that took up several disks that is of course no longer needed. One of which says Visual Basic, which sounds to me like stuff that I did in my high school programming class. And one of them is labeled Inside Sheets. And that means something to me. I play role-playing games, tabletop role-playing games, and for years have done so. There have been multiple variations of a game that I've worked on making since I was in early high school, called Inside. And the name of the game is setting-based, and the name has actually changed multiple times throughout my development of it. But that was one of the early names. And so I am guessing, hoping, that those are simply old character sheets, like blank sheets that I could print out, and I have printed out copies of all different iterations of it, available. So I'm hoping that's all that is. Because sitting here and thinking about it, I have decided it is not worth the effort to figure out a way to read data off of a floppy disk, assuming that it has not come in contact with a magnet since it's been put on there and erased anyways. And so I am simply going to toss it. Just gonna go away. Because I'm like, it's simply not worth the amount of work that it would take to try and read data off of that old format. I don't have a floppy drive. So, hopefully it's nothing I don't have elsewhere. But yeah, I do have old floppy disks. Or did. They're gone now. Garbage. Did decent job yesterday cleaning the place. I didn't get garbage out. I've got it all stationed there. I'm gonna basically try and throw as much as I can in the trash bag that I have to take out, and then some of it's in boxes that I may carry separately. But getting garbage out, and then I think I am in fact going to grab this tower of boxes, throw it in my car, and go over to my mom's, dump it off there, so I can exchange that and get some boxes with stuff to sort through, because, woohoo, look at this area I'm walking through. That hasn't been floor in like a month. That's been covered in boxes for like a month. So I cleared it off. So the obvious the obvious decision would be to immediately go get more boxes to put there. I still got more stuff to sort through. I just got to keep going. So I got those boxes put in my mom's garage, and I grabbed a couple of boxes of stuff that was packed up after the room flooded to put in my car. One of them was not bad at all. I got that in my trunk, no problem. The other one, however, was a pain in the butt. That one, which by the way is labeled Adam's Desk, which suggests it has a bunch of important electronics, including a couple of hard drives, if it is in fact all of the things out of my desk. That is too big of a box with too much weight. It was improperly loaded. It should not have been done like that, but without opening up the entire box here, putting it into other boxes, and, you know, taking those, there's nothing I can do about it. It was done poorly, and it is strenuous to try to move. I got it in the car. I am not looking forward to after getting it into my place. I just pray the bottom doesn't break out from under it, because the box is overloaded. The box cannot support that much weight. I mean, you know, it's painful for me to carry it, but my big concern is that the box will decide not to carry it. Oh well. So I stopped by Aldi for just a few things, and I'm sad to see that the cost of macaroni and cheese has drastically increased. It is significantly more expensive. I now can get 2 boxes for the price that I used to be able to get 3. What is the world coming to? Still just 50 cents, I suppose. I'll live. Alright, and I got the boxes inside. I edited and uploaded a vlog. I edited a session video and have that uploading overnight. It's only 8, but I'm going to have a quick brownie and some orange juice, a little snack, and I'm going to get to bed, because I'm exhausted. In part, some of it has certainly been, you know, some of the work, because I did a lot of work on emptying out a bunch of boxes, which is good, and then bringing new boxes over. Again, good, necessary. But even before that, even just like as I was getting home, like I kept lying down and like having to fight falling asleep. I'm just tired. I don't think I got enough sleep last night or something. I'm very sleepy, so I am going to go to sleep early. So yeah, gonna head to bed. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.